Welcome to the Everything But the Bottle podcast. You are here with the Rabbi Master Distiller Ben Tarabello of Tarabello Distillery, CEO of TTBmath.com, the software you need to run your winery, brewery, and distillery. Today's show, we're going to focus more on wineries, but guess what? Breweries and distilleries, you want to hear this as well because this is a trick you've all tried and failed. And let's get it done right, okay? And that's called buying surplus and overstock goods. You can plan for that actually if you have the data. That's where ttmath.com kicks in. But before we get there, listen well. Grapes are cheapest during the harvesting season. That's when they're available and in abundance and ripe and delicious. So you go ahead and you purchase the grapes. But guess what happens then? The barrels are at full price. See? Think about it. Grapes have a harvesting season with a timer on it that says they need to be pressed, put in the barrel, and pretty much aged within a certain span of time. Now, the barrel coopers know that. They could work all year preparing barrels. For you breweries and wineries, for you breweries and distilleries, I hope you've listened to the past podcast about planning your seasons. It's pretty much the same thing by you with grains, but on a lower scale. When they harvest, it's always the best, the cheapest price. So that we know. However, here's the trick. It's called overstock. There are opportunities out there. And that is planning around with the surpluses. That could be at the end of the season for grains, before the new season is harvested when they have to clear their warehouses. And the same for coopers, okay? A cooper during the wine season may be in high demand. But if you wait, cooperage, but if you wait a little bit, or you call in February when they start making new ones, and they're cash strapped, guess what? It could be discounted, and you can get for your winery, brewery, and distillery at a better rate. Not only that, there is, well, you got to get a whole truckload. Sometimes earlier, you got to factor this in when they're delivering anyways. Shipping could be cheaper. But that is, again, an earlier cost automation show. So go to that one, okay, guys? If you guys are not listening to everyone, go listen to that one. It's a good one. Now, doesn't just apply to barrels. But you know those glass wine bottles? Or whiskey bottles if you're a distillery, or beer bottles? You guys are also seasonal. A little less, but you are. Pay attention. It's called Overstock. You can go online, look for Overstock, reach out. If you can plan ahead of time, you have extra storehouse. These are not perishable items, okay? Barrels, you have to baby a little bit. But if you have room to house them, there's no reason why you're not getting them. And the same for labels, okay? If you have a new graphic artist, some of them print on the spot, and I do recommend getting a printer that can print labels in-house. And reach out, I can guide you through it. On ttmath.com, just send an email on the best label printers. This is what we do full-time as consultants. But if you're getting ones that you need special printing, the raised surfaces and whatnot, don't call November, December. Get them ahead of time. Negotiate a better rate. When they're not busy in February, all of a sudden, for some reason, they're available to cut a deal. And who does not love cutting a deal? Here's even cooler. Okay, guys? Don't just cut a deal. As I always say, cut terms. 60 days, 90 days. You never know what you get it. Cash is king. Cut longer terms, and then make that your weapon to get even better sales by saying, hey, look, they send you the first email, a reminder it's due in 15 days, say, thanks for the reminder. Are you by any chance doing any gifting? Would you barter it for some of my goods? You think I'm crazy, but it works. Everyone got to do gifting. Everyone has that part of the business. And remember, they're available because you're not during the high season. So you can maybe even land their gifting for the holiday season, and then you're really winning on all fronts. There's so many ways to win with some good planning. See you all tomorrow. Remember, make sure your winery, brewery, and distillery signed up at t2bmath.com. And if you need a consultant, we got some really good ones. See you all tomorrow.